I want to make sure you have the same operating definitions as I do for some terms we'll be using a lot in this unit. Let's start off with the definition for particle. It's a dimensionless and massless way to idealize an object. What's key about a particle is particles have only a single location, whereas in contrast, the buggies, for example, are not a particle because they occupy more than one position on a number line. However, we can say, idealize the buggy and represent it as a particle. So a particle is all about taking an object and making it take up zero space on a number line. And later on, the fact that it's massless will matter as well. The term average velocity we saw in class, it's the rate of change of position. It also happens to be the slope of a position versus time graph by definition. Velocity is change in position over change in time. Another name for change in position is displacement. Let's dive into that a little further. Position is a single location within a coordinate system. It's represented by the letter x. It's usually measured in meters or centimeters. If I want to talk about how far something traveled, we bring in this idea of displacement. Displacement is the difference between two positions, or the change in position. It includes a positive or negative sign, and it's written this way, change in position. Change in position, aka displacement. This is the way you find it. Final position minus initial position. Now, just like position and displacement kind of are partners, right? Position, displacement. So are clock reading and time interval. Clock reading is just a moment in time. It's what time it says on the clock. We use the letter T to represent it. Often that's measured in seconds. Time interval, on the other hand, or change in time, is the amount of time between two moments on the clock. Change in time. Final time minus initial time. So if we roll these four ideas together, you've got a time interval and you have a displacement. That gets you to the definition of average velocity. Average velocity is the displacement divided by the time interval for any object's motion. When you were graphing your buggy motion labs, you found that the slope of that position time graph was measured in centimeters per second and indicated how fast, or a velocity. These are the definitions I need you to have down for the different elements that we're going to use a whole lot in this unit. Best of luck.